Hawaii is a deeply spiritual place steeped in ancient legends. It is also home to mysterious ghost stories, with locals advising people not to go camping alone at night. The following are 5 stories of Hawaiian hauntings. Number 5. The White Lady. The White Lady is Hawaii's volcano goddess named Pele, who can assume different forms. The most frightening is when she takes on the shape of a woman with long white hair, wearing a haloku or traditional dress. She may be elderly or young and dishevelled or distinguished, and is said to roam from island to island. She is also known to hitchhike and seems attracted to cigarettes, which she can light with a simple snap of her fingers. Sometimes seen accompanied by a small white dog, she's been known to climb into the back of a pickup truck or car, only to vanish at a stoplight or after turning a corner. Some have claimed to witness her dancing in red at the foot of volcanoes. The White Lady is also believed to request favours to test the kindness of strangers. Failing to give her a lift or even offer an aloha greeting are rumoured to result in disaster and grief for those encountering her. Number 4. Night Marches. The notorious night marches are said to haunt residents of Maui and Oahu Islands at specific times of the night, and in locations such as the battle-scarred Nuanu Pali Lookout. Also known as Huakipo, night marches are thought to be spectres of ancient Hawaiian warriors. The terrifying apparitions march with echoing steps, chanting and often accompanied by a resounding beating of drums. While some have witnessed the procession floating above the ground, its effect is very tangible, leaving real footprints as the phantoms march in rows, carrying blazing torches to light the way, disrupting ocean waves and spreading plumes of mist behind them. The accompanying sound of the trumpeting conch shell indicates that the ghostly warriors are following the lunar schedule in ceremonial excursions, according to Hawaiian historians. The strange advice for any potential witnesses is that one should strip naked and lie face down beneath the marching troops and never risk glancing in their direction. Their duties as the king's protectors are to shield the holiest chiefs from common folk. Number 3. The Green Lady. The Green Lady is reputed to haunt the gulch in Wahiwa, a town resting between 2 volcanoes on the island of Oahu. The reptilian, foul-smelling Green Lady has been seen covered in moss and mould and has a dreadful story. Long ago, one of her children became lost in the botanical gardens of the gorge and was never found. Heartbroken and distraught, the Green Lady continues to inhabit the gulch, seeking her child, and, it is said, will take any child she finds. She's been seen to emerge threateningly from the water, dripping with moss and leaves, to prowl the gardens and nearby elementary school. A more innocuous version of the legend is that it was invented to stop small children from crossing the gully alone. Number 2. The Ghosts of USS Arizona. The bombing of Pearl Harbor in Oahu during World War II may have left behind some restless spirits known to haunt the waterfront there. When attacked on December 7, 1941, the battleship USS Arizona sank, taking with it 1,177 crew members. This was the largest casualty rate for any US war vessel. The ship was irreparably damaged and the wreck still lies on the sea floor, holding some of the soldiers' remains. The lives lost that tragic day supposedly still haunt the area. A refurbished memorial boat dedicated in 1962 and resting over that spot echoes with strange sounds, from disembodied shouting to restless pacing footsteps. In 2011, an Australian tourist photographed an image there which shows a ghostly figure hovering in the water and seeming to scream in agony. Number 1. The Kasha of Kamuki. This eclectic neighbourhood in Honolulu was where the last Hawaiian king, King Kalakaua, once kept his ostriches. Now, besides its trendy cafes, it also contains one of the scariest houses in Hawaii. Until his passing in 2003, author and historian Glenn Grant was a colourful radio personality in Hawaii with a particular interest in mythology and ghost stories. Grant was especially fascinated by the Kamuki House, a large home thought to be the most haunted in the country. It is said to be inhabited by a kasha, a Japanese demon created by grudge or extreme anger after a violent slaying. Many shocking stories have arisen from within the house, which has been abandoned for many years after an incident when a man slayed his wife and 2 children, burying them in the backyard. The daughter remains were never found. The terrifying phenomena started in 1942, when police were summoned to the Kamuku house by a single mother and found her 3 children levitating, thrashing around helplessly and being strangled by invisible forces. Years later, 3 young women were shown the house and were forced to leave due to strange voices and disembodied hands touching them. A policeman escorted them as they tried to drive away, but was shocked to see the woman driving, clawing at her throat and then thrown out of the car. As he tried to help, a calloused hand grabbed and twisted his arm. He and the 2 other women watched helplessly as the driver was attacked by the invisible force. In 1977, a couple who had just moved in reported gusts of freezing air and sightings of a pale floating woman without arms or legs. A local priest told them that the hauntings were caused by the horrific events that had taken place in the house and advised them to leave out bread and water to placate the demon. After doing this for a week, the hauntings never recurred.